Hi everyone, welcome back. Alright, so we're going to focus on focal beads. I've got these fossilized coral. They're beautiful. They're top drilled, which means the hole goes from the top through the center to the bottom center. It's called top drilled. Okay, look how cool they are. Just beautifully defined. So I'm going to show you a quick wrap that you can do for your focal beads. It's quick, it's easy, it's beginner friendly, and it's so cute. So I'm starting with 3 wires of 20 gauge round soft copper, and they're all 12 inches long. And I'm going to get a piece of tape and tape up the middle. You can just eyeball the middle, lay your wires side by side, and then just get the tape on there. This is about 1 inch right here. Okay, just get it nice and tight. I like to really get it in there. It'll help your wires stay. These are round, so they'll be a little squirrely, but if you can do this in square also. So I'm here, I've taped the approximate middle of my wires, and I'm actually a little bit off center. That's okay. And I'm going to take my dowel. It's about 4 millimeter in diameter, and I'm just going to roll these wires right over my dowel and have them meet. See, I'm about 1 inch off. Have them meet at the bottom. It's okay if you're off. And just bring them together right here. Let me get this so you can see. Keep them, 3 on 3, nice and neat, and just bring them around your dowel. You see how my fingers are between them up here, and then I'm just going to pinch them together right here. Okay, just like that, so that your tape is out of your way and just over the dowel. All right. And to bind the neck, I can use 28 or I can use 22 half round. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to weave these wires, you can do that too, but for this one, I'm just going to use some 22 gauge half round wire. And I'll leave the dowel in place. It's a little easier for you. And I'll just put the flat side down to the inside of this bend and wrap all the way around these wires nice and tight, but keep them all neat. Make about 3 really solid wraps right there. Okay, and then scooch them up here. And if you need to take, I like a little bit of a slope, so I kind of leave this a little bit oval, but you can pinch with a plier and get them a little bit closer to help you slip these up a little bit more. Just about like that. You want about 1/2 inch for your bale. And we can trim these off a little bit later. Just leave them on for right now. So you have 3 wires on top and 3 wires on the bottom. And you can separate these however you want. But I'm going to take the first top 2 and pull them over to the right. And I'll take the top 1 and just move it over to the left. And you can actually just keep your half round up here if you want to. Snip off that little bit, leave a little bit so you can tuck it in there. We can clean that up later. Okay, so I've got 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and now I've got 3 from the lower side, and I'll just get 1 over here to the left, and I'm going to take the farthest right one to the right. This is the center one, and I'm going to leave it for the focal bead. So this is what I call my T-bar frame, T-bar. Alright, so we have this center bar. I'm going to take my bead, whichever one you want to use, and I know that it will fit onto this 20 gauge wire because I tested my bead before I did this. Sometimes you run across a gemstone and the hole isn't big enough. So I'll just slip it on to the center wire, land it all the way up here to the top. Okay, so just push your beads straight up here to the top. Keep everything nice and center. And you can decorate, any way you want to. So I could weave these if I want to. I could add coils to them. I could do whatever. Or I can just, for this demonstration, because it's just going to be a simple one, I'm going to drop one to the back here with just a nice little curve. I'm going to come up here and do a little turn at the top with this one. Come down the side of my bead inside a little bit. Put your finger right there. You can do a nice backward turn. Just like that. Bring it down here and you can attach to this bar down here. So I'm going to make sure my bead is up to the neck. I'm going to hold my design where I want it. I'm going to bring this wire nice and tight all the way around and use a plier to help me cinch it up. It's available to me down here for design if I want it. Okay. So I can do something, similar on this side. I can take one of these wires or even two of them. Let's take two of them this time, the frontmost two. You can just hold everything steady. And I'll brace the bead on this side by making a nice curl. I'm holding it here where I want my nice big loop to be. And I'm just working both wires around nice and gently until I like them, and I can make that a little bit tighter. I come down here and swing. Hold it in the middle. Take both wires. Just move that one out of your way. Take both wires over here. Just keep everything flat on your bead. Swing them up, over themselves, all the way down into this side of the bar. Just make that look however you'd like. If I wanted to separate them down here, I could do that a little bit too. Make them a little smaller. And then when I like it, I'll swing down here and hook around the bar. Just want to make sure that my beads stay straight to my bale and that this bottom bar stays center. Holding everything. Since I've got a little gap there, I might swing one above it just to make this as neat as I can. Take this one and go above this wrap. Actually, we can do that to both of them. It'll come around nice and clean. Nice and clean. And then right down here. Just like that. Bring this one back over here. I can get rid of some of these if I don't feel like I need or want them all down here. But I'll make sure to do a nice controlled pinch. I like to leave all things till the end so that I can see what I want and see what I don't want. I leave this in here because as you're working these wires, these bale wires want to turn on you, so this gives you better control to keep things the same. Okay, and so now I can take this opposite one and do some more design. You can do whatever you'd like, and I've got a lot of wire here. You don't have to do everything I'm doing. Just going to turn it into a little circle right here. come down here. And I might actually, let's see what that'll look like. If I don't like it, I can cut it off. I'm going to slip behind this. And maybe I'll just end it right there with a little curl into that space. I'll snip it. Take this little bit, turn it into there. Lay your bead down. Take the end of your plier and press things. Careful not to break your bead. You got to know your own bead. So you're not pressing to crush anything. You're just tapping things down and flush. Okay? And I probably don't need some of this, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to cut it real close. Tap that little cut. I might bring a couple of these up this way since I've got the space. Make it cute. Just like that. This freeform bead stuff is really great. You can do pretty much whatever you want. And if you don't like it, you can cut it off. I'm just going to make a couple of snips. Take my round nose plier. Turn a cute little curl. Snip off the munchie. It's cute. And certainly I can pull them out and hammer them and all of that. I'm not going to, but you can, and you know that from previous videos. So I'm just going to turn that a little bit more. Might have to tie those. Just get them to where you like them. Oh, I like that. Then I've got this last one right here, and I've got this one up here. I can add some texture to this one by using my existing half round if I want to even. Just going to wrap the neck a few more times and get a little lower. I kind of like that. And I'm going to slip this off and take my tape off so you can kind of get a better view of the pendant. So this is super easy. This is very beginner friendly. And it's fun no matter what skill level you're at. Gives you a great way to use a bunch of focal beads. Ooh, sometimes I use a plier to get this tape off the inside here. I put it on really tight though because it's easier to help keep these under control while you're moving the wires around. Okay, so that's so cute. And now that I'm free of the tape, I'll fix this little guy up here. Just tuck the end inside the bale. Tap it down really nice. Still got my half round here, and I can add beads or do whatever I want to do here. I might add a little bead in here and tie all that up. I've got this spare wire down here, so I can do a little something more down here if I want to. And I might just go this way with it. Let's see if I make another one. And just follow these up. Make sure both sides are cute. Okay, and now I can slip underneath these two. Hold everything right here. Curve it up. I'm going to cut it right here. Save these pieces to, do a bunch of other stuff with, make jump rings and such. Make a little curl right here. Put a little tie and weave all that. Okay, and here's my half round. If I don't want to use it, I can just get it. I think I'm going to end it around this bar right here. Just make a couple of little wraps, somewhere discreet, or use the length and add texture. Just going to make a couple of little wraps, and then I'm going to take my snip and tap this down. And since my bale is bare, that's so pretty, and that's very pretty. I can use this to do something up the bale if I want to, or I can, use it over here, bring it down over here if I want to. Kind of looks like a little genie bottle a little bit. So let's go. I feel like this needs something, but I'm not sure because I like it all. So let's just go up. So I'll show you how to go up on this side. If you don't like it, you can change yours. Just going to come up here, swing it up, hold it here at the neck. Give it a curl. I want the curl landed right there, so I'm going to hold that spot right there. Be real focused on that spot. And when you like it, hold on to it. Swing your little curl over. And if you need to use a plier, you can, to kind of help you get it pushed over there. And then you can keep going up the bale if you want. Just one more. Long bend and come through and pull down to get yourself through. And then when you're close, come up here and really guide it through. It'll hold your bale wires together. They shift sometimes. Just keep it all together. And then bring them up, and you can end it right up here in a cute little curl. It all still moves because it's not held down, so just work carefully. Get a cute curl. Oh, I like that. And then position it. And make sure that this is nice and tight around here. I might actually bring it more. Oop. I just nicked it. Don't do that. If you do that, I can cut it. Mine's a little long, so I'm going to cut it anyway. I'm going to turn it more onto the center of this bale. Okay, like that. Alright, that's about it. So cute. I'm going to go through and make sure I don't have any little ends poking. Just make small adjustments where you feel like you need to, if you need to. It's so cute. And then you can use small tie wires and small beads to make sure that any long open, designs like this that are not tied down to the one that went through the middle, we need to tie these, but these are all okay. There's nothing open over here. You could, if you wanted to, tie something here, but you wouldn't need to. Just a little pressure hardening, but here I would tie. So let's get, for the sake of ease, we have some spare 22 half round that we just snipped off. So I'm just going to straighten it out. and I'm going to bring it down here. Just going to slip it. Well, first I think I'm going to do this little bit up here. Just slip it underneath there. Hold on to it. And I would make a couple of wraps. Just like that. Just going to tap it all. And then if you wanted to keep wrapping just for texture, you could with either of these wires. And I might just a few more times with this guy. I know that little tape's probably driving us all nuts on the end of my plier, huh? So just keep under real control here. You don't want to pull out your design as you wrap, but you can add a little bit of texture to things by doing this. It helps you to end these wires gracefully too, so it doesn't just look like you have a tie there. Some folks use maybe clear epoxy and they put little dollops here and there. I don't do that, so I can't show you how to do that, but there is rumor that there's a technique out there, so if you're interested in that, you can look that up. I'm just going to snip that because I munched it. Make sure everything's laying down. So I still have my wire here. I might travel a little bit. Gonna just slip underneath here. Make a couple of nice wraps. I might actually just end this one right here. So you do yours the way you like it. Work carefully. Make things that are cute and pretty for yourself that you like. I think you get the idea of what I'm doing here. And then you can have this for your favorite line of beads or a nice chain. Just tapping everything. Okay, that's cute. So cute. And again, tie that off. Make sure that these tips are pointed down. If they're laying up on you, just work them carefully. If you hold the tips down and then raise the area just behind them, don't scratch, don't do anything drastic. Just get your plier in there and then push the tip down while you give upward pressure here to the belly a little bit. It helps you to lay these wire tips down. And then you see that one inside? It's not quite laying down, so I'm just going to snip it off. Okay, that's cute. You still got to tie that a little bit, weave it, whatever you want to do. I'm probably just going to use some of this 22 and get a nice few wraps right here and catch them all just for time. Make 2. Holding everything right here so I can get a nice wrap. And then I can just, for decoration, just keep doing a few more down here. I have this up here. Pull it tight and I'll snip it and tuck it underneath there. Snip it with a few millimeter, 2 or 3, so that you can turn that edge down. With a fine plier, just take the edge, turn it all the way down, and then get on top of it and gently work it underneath your wire and into place. Maybe press on top of it with the end. Okay, just like that. Do the best you can with it. So cute. I got this one right here I could clean up. That's not so cute. I didn't leave myself in a good spot here because I have this loop. So I'll just push everything there. There we go. A few more right here. Turn the tip down, get on top of it, and push. Okay, all right. That's cute. And you have a nice double-sided focal bead pendant. And we can add that to our favorite chain or line of beads. It looks great on either of them. You know, and certainly I could have wrapped up all that bale. Oh, that's darling. All right, that'll look really cute when it's oxidized too. If you decide to oxidize it, if not, just wash it up and leave it as it is. These, you know, have enough give that you can just pretty much almost move them with your finger after everything's all tied up. Yeah, I love that. All right. We'll see you guys for the next one. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching my channel, and I hope you enjoy that. You can do this with, you know, tons of other beads in any shape. Doesn't matter if they're oval or, you know, almond like this one, round. All right, so I might do another couple just to have fun with it.